Good day, everyone, and welcome to LifeAndRelationships.com. It's another day. I'm here today. For those of you who already know about life and relationship, you know that we believe in building relationship, starting from friendship, dating, marriages, family life, and other life-related issues. But today, I have a special guest with me who will be talking about some of the challenges one point of the challenges that we have, a lot of people are facing in their relationship. And this special guest is full of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, is a God-fearing man. So I want you to stay and listen to this man of God. Mr. Eddie, I thank you for being on our platform today, and I know that viewers are going to enjoy it, and I know that you have a lot to tell us, and we want to learn. And this, what we are going to be talking today, is about this abuse in substance abuse in a relationship. Sir, if you want to give us some of your view about how this has affected a lot of people in their relationship.
First of all, thank you for having me on your platform. It's really an honor for having me. I don't take it for granted. Like you said, we do have the issue of substance abuse in relationships. I'm coming from a mental health background, because we tend to see this played out in the dynamics of relationships. People tend to, use this as a stopgap for the breakdown in their relationship. People tend to, when they can't fix that brokenness, they tend to fall to these things to fill those gaps. Things like alcohol, things like hard substances like drugs, things like pornography. People tend to use that to fill the void that is in their relationship, and that escalates, and that brings a lot of it results in the breakdown, ultimate breakdown of the relationship, and all the parties involved tend to be affected by that, the children, the wife or the husband. So it's either way. We have things like domestic abuse, where people become verbally abused or physically abused, or emotional abuse. There's also issues of financial abuse, where people take advantage of the vulnerabilities of people in the relationship. So so it's a whole spectrum. There's a whole gamut of things that do take place in things like this. And so for me, basically, I like I said, it's the void. It's the void that is trying to fill.
So if you don't mind, when you're talking about void, what is the reason for that void? What is considered void? Is it because they are not satisfied in their relationship, looking for what will satisfy them?
Many times it's that brokenness in the relationship, that void. There are a number of factors to this.
Okay.
Some people attribute it to things they've had in their childhood. Okay. Yeah. Some people tend to say, okay, they were abused as children, and that is playing out as they grow up to be adults. So it now affects their personality, and it gets to the point where they cannot handle it. Okay. Yeah. It overtakes them, because that's what abuse does. That's when you start using abuse. Some is peer pressure. Yeah. Peer pressure, like kids who grew up in a house where that is broken down, and they do not feel the love or the affirmation, so they now begin to feel that void. That's what I'm talking about. They feel that place where the lack of love is. They try to fill it with a substance, or some it's just sex. That they can sleep with just anybody because they don't feel loved. So it's a whole it's a whole, gamut of things that could happen, and this affects their mental health and emotional state eventually. And leads to the breakdown. Some just because they are not a lack of self-worth. A lack of self-worth, they easily give themselves away because they feel that the first person that comes in lost them. They want to feel wanted, like we were talking about infidelity and all that. They want to feel loved. So because they wanted to feel loved, they are willing to do anything to play into that, and they become vulnerable. They become easy targets, so to speak. They just some sell their body, some sell their emotions, some just giving, saying yes to everything. No ability to make any right choices of their own. So that's what has led to these abuses, and it just perpetuates in the family, and it causes an eventual breakdown. So the most important thing about it is getting to know your self-worth, and because it's only Christ that can really fill those voids, to be honest with you, and the love of God that can heal it.
It is. But just thank you very much. I really like this point. When you say they cannot feel love, I want to use this opportunity to talk to parents, because sometimes how we handle our children also is contributing to this. Because when you're talking about what they learn from their childhood and all that, I've come across, when we're talking about teenagers, I've come across a lot of people, because we said their parents never really show them love. And I think I've mentioned it before, their parents never really show them love. Or sometimes when they come close to their parents, maybe their parents love one more than the other one, or how they praise one and make the other one to feel, nobody love me in this house. And they are going out to look for someone to love them. And that is where they will find themselves into these things. If nobody could love them, the people they will feel that will love them could be the wrong people. And they will introduce them into these things, cigarettes, starting from cigarette, from there, move forward to the other one, because this one is no longer high enough. They move to the other stage, and which is actually causing a lot of things in their life.
Yeah, like you rightly said, a lot of people don't feel loved, but we need to also maybe look further than that. Why is that so? Because one thing I always know is this: you cannot give what you don't have.
You are right.
100%. I'll give you an example, using myself as an example, because I don't want to go too far. My father, if you were to listen to me more most of the time, you will notice that I always mention my mother's name. And that was because my mother had a very positive impact on my own life. Not because my father was not there, but just because I was not close to him. Okay?
Yeah.
Because many times I wanted to feel as a young man, I wanted to feel the love,
the relationship with your father.
Love that because there is something about the love of a father to a fellow man. It helps build you up. It helps build your self-worth.
Especially as a man.
But in my early teens, I struggled. I struggled with my identity, because I didn't feel my father loved me. I did everything I could, trying to, please him and all that. But,
it sounds like all that you were trying to, they are all negative to his own
Not
side.
negative, but it was as if he had certain higher standards and expectations, and I tried my best. And that was before I got saved anyway, because I had suicidal tendencies when I was young. I dabbled into occultism just because I was looking for an identity, which I only knew that my father could give me. But thank God for my mom. But thank God I also got born again. It was as I got born again, I began to latch in on the love of my father, and the love of God, and not just God, but he became a father to me. Okay? And as along the line, God brought father figures along with me, which has helped to develop me into the man I am today. So, we can't just say that these people that resulted to all this substance abuse, it didn't just happen like that. There must have been a root cause to this,
of course.
and that is because the love that they should have received in that environment, in that family setting, to help with their developmental process, to help them be the person they are, to help them be whole. Okay, to help them be whole, the whole man or the whole woman they are. They couldn't receive it, and that's because the people that they were looking to never had it themselves.
You are right.
They never had it themselves.
You are right. You are right.
You know something? The man never had it, and because you see them, the man is because he's doing that. He's playing it out by abusing the mother, by beating the mother, by demeaning the mother, and that's because the person himself does not have a good self-image of himself. So there's what we call an extended aggression towards the other person. It's extending that aggression, extending that anger. Because as men, we learn to bottle up our anger rather than express it. We bottle up our anger many times. As men, we don't find people to talk to. And so that's why many times we in the process of doing that, we try to put up this macho type of facade, saying that we are strong, but on the inside they are broken, they are weak, they are hurting. But there's nobody, and that finds expression in substance abuse, pornography, drinking, and excess compulsive spending. For women, they just compulsively spend, going to shop for no reason. Because they feel that could make them it fills the void.
Exactly.
It fills the void. So that's what it is. So
and when someone to express it, they don't know how to express themselves. They'll say, "Oh, I'm stressed."
Yes.
What is making you to be stressing? Is that thing that they lack inside of them. Because when they start thinking about, nobody loves me, for example, I can't express myself to anybody, and just like as you are saying, they are trying to feel the void. So from there, it becomes a stress to them. Depression and thinking about, what else will I do? And that could as well lead them to a suicidal. And if they cannot take it, they will take excess of the drug that will even put them more.
It's like depression.
Yeah.
I let me give you this example. There was a young man who came to work. He's a white guy. Came to work for me in the house, I think a couple of weeks ago. And I wasn't expecting it, because I've related to him for a while. It just came out of the blue. And he said, "Eddie, if I told you that I have suicidal tendencies, that I wanted to kill myself, would you believe me?" It came as a shock from somewhere. But I said, "Why should you want to do that?" But then I began to share with him.
Yeah.
Because you see, the enemy will make you think that it is the end. That's what suicidal tendencies do. It will push you to the end that everything is dark. There is no hope. It puts you in a place of hopelessness, in a place of despair and helplessness. Those three things. Remember when in the book of Acts, when I think it was Paul went into the prison. And that I think was Acts chapter 16. And it was talking about he was beat. They were beaten. I think it was Paul and Silas. They were beaten, and rather than feel sorry for themselves, they turned the situation into a praise party, and God turned things around. So the Bible says that the jailer who was there, because he was put in the custody, he was given the custody of Paul and Silas. So, and of course, he must have thought, oh, these people have killed themselves and all that. But Bible says that he took a sword and wanted to stab himself. And all of a sudden, Paul screamed from the place. He said, do thyself no harm. That's what the enemy tries to do to people. Why don't you put a gun into your head and blow your brains out? Or take excess of drugs and because you are in a place of despair. Because nobody wants you, and that's
not relevant in this society.
Yes, because he wants to put you in a place of rejection.
Yeah.
Rejection. That's the spirit, and that's what I notice around people, a spirit of rejection.
100%. That spirit of rejection is very strong. Whenever you started having that kind of feeling, nobody cares about me. Sometimes nobody even talk to me if I call somebody. You may not even know the reason why people are not receiving your call. You may not even know the reason why people are not, maybe they are not available at that time, but you may have this kind of spirit of just down that
depression.
Maybe this person doesn't want me anymore, but I've not done anything wrong to this. Those kind of feeling, thought, negative thinking we start coming in, and if one is not careful, it will actually lead to that.
And that's why we need to learn, especially when it comes to with believers, you need to know how to deal with the thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
The Bible talks about renewing your mind.
Yeah.
Bible talks about guarding the loins of your mind. Bible talks about renewing the spirit of your mind. You have to learn to be somebody who knows how to identify what is a lie and what is the truth. Because many times people don't even have this, they don't even believe the best about themselves. So how can you help them?
It's hard. It's hard. I think somebody was saying to me that, somebody was talking about his relationship is going to break down, and when I say, okay, your relationship is okay, don't worry, let's pray for it, he said, no, don't worry, I'm not, no, I don't think it can work anymore. So you already concluded that it's not going to work anymore.
That's what we're talking about, getting to that place of despair and hopelessness. Because once there's no hope, when there's no hope, then there's no faith to and that's what the enemy tries to do. He tries to get you to a place of hopelessness, a place where you're in despair and darkness, where you can't see the light of day.
Even when people are telling you can't see the light of it.
You just, so, and that's what has resulted to many people depending on substances to fill that void.
And I also understand that a lot of people are struggling with it, but some not to get out of it, but it's become a problem for them to get out of it.
They need to believe, they need to get help and support. They need to get help and support. And it starts with the mind.
It starts with the mind, 100% right. All right, I think this is a very good point, and I actually like this point, because the reason why, like as you said, the reason why a lot of people find it themselves in substance taking and all that, getting into it is as a result of there is something that they lose, there is something that they miss, there is a void inside of them that they need to fill. So if you are in that category and you feel that there's a void in you lose, there's something that you are seeking for, but you are finding it difficult to get it. Some people, it's just peace. They are looking for peace. They can't find peace, and you don't know how to get it. You don't know what to do to get that what you actually want. It has become a problem, and a song that is ringing in your head that that you are. It's not that is not pushing you to the point of taking substance and all that, and you think you are struggling with it and you want to get out of it. Do not waste time, because we are here to help you. This is one of the reasons why Life and Relationship is here, to help you in every issue in life that you are struggling with. We can help you, support you, to help you, to guide you how to get out of that situation. Do not waste time to contact us. Thank you very much for watching. I believe you have learned a lot, and I want to appreciate your time of being. We want to appreciate your time of being with us. And at the same time, do not forget to subscribe, share, comment, and contact us when we need it. I believe Mr. Eddie also have a final word to give to you. So, Mr. Eddie, if you have any final word to say to our viewer, please, the platform is open for you.
The only thing I can tell you, the final word I can tell you, is that Jesus is the answer to whatever situation you are going through. The Bible says that in this world there is tribulation, but in me, you will find peace. So if you don't know Jesus, this is a good opportunity for you to accept the free gift that God has given you. And so if you're on this platform and you are here and you want to receive Jesus, I'd like you to just say these words after me. Father, I believe that I'm a sinner. I come to you as I am. Right now, I open my heart to you and I receive you as my Lord and my Savior. And I thank you for saving me. Right now, my life has passed from death unto life, and I receive the everlasting peace of the kingdom of God. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. And thank you because right now I'm a child of God. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.